Hey guys, it's Howie. Welcome to my tutorial on an item elevator using droppers. And I know this isn't new, and they've been around for quite a while. Actually, I think Mumbo did, at least one of the first ones I've seen, was the item elevator using droppers back in 2013, I think. Anyways, and he had a number of designs, but one of the designs that he uses the torch towers along with the the droppers, and it works great, but it always leaves behind one item. So let's take a look at why, and then we'll look into a resolution that I've come up with. So Angel Bautista had commented in my last video, how come we always have one item left behind? And so if we check all of our droppers, we've got nothing in there. Well, let me show you how this works. So when we put our items in here, that dropper is then powered because there's an item in it. It has a redstone signal. The comparator picks up on that, sends across, and over here we basically have a clock. This is sending a signal to this dropper here and also powering our redstone torch tower. And each one of those will power the rest of our droppers all the way across. And that works great until the last item leaves. And then when the last item leaves, there isn't an item in here to create that signal. And as you heard, we're done. And we have 63 items. So one item always gets left behind right there. So Angel's question is, does an item have to get stuck in the dropper because one item always gets stuck on the second dropper going up while the rest of the items go through? And the answer, I thought, well, it's not really a big deal because this one is for our fish farm. When we come back and fish, that item then will go up. Of course, we're always then left with one final item that will end up still back here. Is it a big deal? I think most people kind of don't really care too much, but I thought about it and it kind of got the juices flowing. And I thought there's got to be a way that we can then still send a signal across. So here's what I came up with. I used a comparator pulling off of this hopper right here. And that comparator is going to see that there's a signal and then create another clock signal down. And what that's going to do basically is this will then send when the final or second to final item comes through, it'll send a signal here, and that'll be one last signal. And that'll be enough to send that final item up. So let's see how that works. And you'll see it doesn't actually start doing anything until the items start hitting that hopper, and then it powers. So fairly simple. And our good friend Rick M had joined us, and we were able to compact this a little bit more. So let's take a look at that one. So here's our final design. It's very similar to the one over there, only Rick, as always, is able to compact things down so much more. So this comparator is feeding into this block with a torch, it feeds down to that block, and this block with another torch. That will then again create our redstone clock signal. So let's drop our items in, and nothing until it gets there. Now we can see. It takes a second. And our items are there. And there we go. It's done. Now let's see what we've got. 64 items. And nothing in any of these droppers. So a huge shout out to Angel Bautista for asking that question and kind of getting the juices flowing. And then obviously to Mumbo for the original design. And then Rick M for helping to compact my design that much more. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, subscribe. Till next time, take care. I'm Howie. Bye-bye.
Does it matter that it's this hopper?
I don't think it really does, although here's the weird thing. So I tried, and maybe you can explain this to me. So I tried doing it off of this hopper here, the last one, that one there, and it doesn't work at all.
Probably not enough time.
That's what I was wondering, but the one in front is.
Well, have you ever noticed, and I think it's the reason it gets stuck too, have you ever noticed if you're looking in the droppers as it's going up, some of them appear to be empty?
Yes.
And I'm wondering if they're just being shot through there so fast, like they're shot in to the next one above it.
And that's what happens exactly with this one. If I look in this one right here, that one right there, it always appears to be empty but you can see stuff is going through. So